Hello there and welcome to my channel. I hope that you are doing well and that everything is going good within your life and that you are just enjoying every single day as we should. Life goes by so incredibly fast. I want to start off by saying that I hope this video encourages you. Please don't fall into the trap of comparison because it is so easy to do and it's so easy for all of us to do. I want this to just be a motivation, an inspiration, and a time that while you're watching this, hopefully you can get a little chore done, either by washing the dishes, making your bed, folding some clothes, doing something perhaps that you don't really care to do, and this makes it a little bit more enjoyable. I haven't made a video in about like 7 to 9 months. I have been just taking time off and just wanting to really focus on my family and what is most important to me, my relationship with God and my family, me just working in my home and just taking care of myself as well. Also, I've been learning how to cook from scratch, and that has been a lot of fun. In the beginning, when my husband and I got together, I was by far not a very good cook, and it's just something that has been important to me and something that I've been working on throughout the years. And I'd have to say now I'm a pretty good cook. I, of course, am no expert and not a chef or anything like that, but I have learned how to make a lot of really good food and some really great recipes that I have found. Today I'm going to be making some really good. I actually think they're the most best pancakes that we have ever had. My family and I really enjoy them. They are sourdough pancakes. This is not my recipe. This is a recipe from Lisa over on Farmhouse on Boone. I will link down in the description her recipe so this way you also can go check it out and print it out. Try them. They are really good and very nutritious, as sourdough is just really good. It's very nutritious for your body. So as of lately, I have been learning how to cook with sourdough. It has been just so much fun. It at first was kind of intimidating, to be honest, because there's so much information out there and a lot of people make it like seem really overcomplicated. And honestly, if you think back in the day, they didn't weigh everything down to the T and have like these fancy scales or all these new things that we have. They just did with what they saw, with what they learned, and by the way things look and feel. You get a feeling and accustomed to the way things are supposed to look and feel, and that's what you go by. So after I got a lot of different information from different people, I was then able to gather the information, bits and pieces from different people and be able to start my sourdough starter and be able to learn different little recipes that I have been doing. Now, I haven't gotten really fancy yet. I haven't made actual sourdough bread, and that's basically just because I don't have a Dutch oven. But I have been making so many different recipes and discard type recipes. And like you're seeing here, I am making some sourdough pancakes and they are just so incredibly good. I'm looking forward to when we are able to get a Dutch oven to be able to get one and make the bread. I'm very excited about that. I am going to be I have found also recipes for sourdough loaf bread. So I know I'll be able to do that a lot sooner, as I have gotten pretty recently a loaf pan and have been making loaf bread for our family. One thing that has been really important to me as of lately is to cook more from scratch. This way, I know exactly what is in my family's food and the benefits of it. There's not all the extra additives in our food and all of it being processed and all that. I know what's in it, and just the satisfaction of knowing that I am cooking for my family from scratch, and it's just really an act of love. It's something that I really enjoy doing and what brings a lot of joy to my heart. I really like the things that I'm learning, like just for instance, like with sourdough and all these different from scratch recipes, the art of cooking. I don't want like that art to be lost within society. It has been lost in a sense, and it's really exciting to see that it's starting to come back. People are wanting to learn to get back to the basics, to learn how to make things for themselves and to cook more from scratch and be able to, cook for their family. And there's just so many benefits with it. It's just really great. I love the fact that I'm able to teach my kids this. My kids enjoy being in the kitchen with me, and it's something fun that we do together. Not all the time, because I mean, there's times that, things are just having to kind of rush along and trying to get everything done and just trying to get through the day and get, dinner on the table, breakfast, lunch, dinner on the table, snacks in between, the busyness of the day of being a mom. And so there's times, I just cook myself, but there's also always little eyes watching, and they see that. They see how important it is to me for me to do this for our family. And they in turn enjoy watching and coming and looking to see what's going on, seeing what I'm making, and we talk about it. I really enjoy talking with my family. That's why I thought, it's going to be a lot easier if I just start making more voiceover type videos, because I don't want to ever take away from my family. My family is the most important. Of course, God comes first, but then my family. So we're always enjoying each other, laughing, talking, just enjoying one another's company. And so, that's why I'm decided to make a voiceover. Another really cool thing that I have gotten into is having a cast iron. Having a cast iron is just absolutely so cool. I know a lot of you probably already have one, but I'm new to the cast iron world, and I have to tell you, I am enjoying it so much. It's just like a very healthy way of cooking your food, because like with a lot of the non-stick, as soon as it is scratched and, the top coating comes off, there's a lot of forever chemicals that are within that. So I've been really enjoying, now that I have my Lodge cast iron, I've really been enjoying it a lot. It of course comes already pre-seasoned, but after searching on the internet, there's a quote unquote proper way to season. And so that I found that was really easy to do as well right after I got that. And if you're interested in the cast iron, I'll of course, things that you see throughout the video, I will link it down in the description below. Being a stay-at-home homeschooling mom, there's oftentimes, I see different moms online, and everything seems within their lives so well put together. I see moms that have farms and different people that I follow, because, I pray someday, that is our goal and our dream, to be able to have a farm, to have land, to have some animals, and, things like that. But when I see different people, I see like, I wonder, how can they do it all? Like, how do they do it all? How are they able to do everything within one day? And what I have learned and have seen and have just have noticed, and also from people that are more transparent, that it's not real, that nobody's able to do it all, whatever it all means. We all do what we can do. We all have the same 24 hours within one day. Some of us can be better at doing one thing than the other. Some people, it's more important to them to have their children very well put together, picture ready, or their home just absolutely beautiful and picture ready. They're really good at aesthetics and decorating and things like that. And then there's moms that, us women, that it's our calling. We love to be in the kitchen and cooking from scratch and doing that. But none of us are able to do it all. We do what we can with the hours that we have, and that's all that we can do. We can't compare ourselves to somebody, for instance, like I'm not really good at decorating and decor and things like that. I mean, for starters, we don't really have the money for that, but even, being able to go out thrifting and stuff like that and find like really cool finds, I'm not really good at that. Nor am I really good at organizing and, things like that. But I have learned that I enjoy being in the kitchen. I never thought that I would ever be a very good cook, because, I started out in the beginning of our marriage not the best cook. But you have time for what is important to you. If it is important to you to learn something, learn a new skill, then you make time for it. It can be overwhelming, brand new things to learn. And when you're trying to learn something new, it's easy to put it off and to make excuses and, just wonder, like even be maybe even resentful towards somebody else that you see is really good at it, and thinking, well, they probably can do it because of X, Y, and Z, and maybe they have tons of help, and so they're able to devote all this time to it. And that can be true. There's some of us that do have more help than others. Thanks to God, I have my husband. He's able to work from home twice a week. Of course, I do the majority of the cooking and the homemaking and the homeschooling and stuff like that. But having that additional help, having him there, and he's just so wonderful with the kids and around the house, and within the yard, and doing different projects. And I also have my parents that they help whenever I need to go to the doctor or an appointment, or we see them on Sundays. But as for learning things, we need to figure out what is important to us. What do we want to learn? What do we want to quote unquote perfect? What do we want to get better at? And for me being a better wife, mom, homemaker, a better teacher for our homeschooling, that is what's most important to me. And as you see here, I am making a crock pot meal now that we are in the fall. I have just been really enjoying making more crock pot meals. And so I'm just putting a little bit together. I just browned some hamburger meat. I'm putting in some small potatoes. I believe I'm also doing some diced tomatoes, onions, garlic, and some really good spices, just the regular spices. I think I put like some garlic salt, garlic powder, salt, pepper, some green chilies, and some cumin. And so I think that's probably pretty much it. But I mean, you can pretty much put anything in the crock pot. Just put some things together, get familiar with it, and everything tastes so good in the crock pot. It cooks with love. And for my garlic, as you see, you'll be seeing it's in here in the bag. I mince it up. I have recently, for my birthday, have gotten a food processor. It was such an awesome thing to get. I'm so grateful. Well, my parents and my husband, they all got me a food processors. A little bit pricey for us. And so we got that, and I was able to mince up my garlic, have that already prepared. I just throw it on in the freezer, and it keeps very well. Some of the things I've been learning other than sourdough, I have been learning how to make bread. I've been making our dinner rolls, our biscuits. Those are things I already knew how to do as for the dinner rolls and the biscuits, but I have been making them like every single week now. And I have learned as of recently how to make loaf bread, which has been really cool. I stopped buying bread from the store already a couple months ago and am now making it myself. Another thing that I have learned and am very excited about is I've been making my butter, and that's been a lot of fun. It is a lot easier than what it sounds if you don't know how to make it. Some of you probably already do. A lot of you probably already do, but it's very easy to make, very straightforward. And these things that I'm sharing with you, I would love to absolutely love to share with you guys in the future, these things. I've been making our jelly. I've been making the jam, and it's just so good. So much fun. I absolutely love doing that. I learned what water bathing is and, to can your food. And so I've been canning my water bathing and canning my jam. And I did that as of recently for the first time, the canning process. And that was very easy. A lot of these things seem so overwhelming at first because, everything you learn at first is overwhelming and seems like there's absolutely no way that I can do that. It's just like going to take way too much time. And how am I going to spread myself more thin? I already have a whole entire list of things to do. I feel you. I hear you. I totally get you. I get it. There's times I feel overwhelmed too. There's so many things to do. And the thing that I'm having to remind myself is that no matter what, it seems like at the end of the day, I feel like I didn't get, what did I even get done? Did I even get anything done? I should have got a lot more done. I could have got a lot more things done. I still have so many things that I have to do. Just to take a deep breath and to realize you got everything that you possibly could get done. And tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow can get done a lot other things. But for today, I got done what I could do, and that's all I can do. You do what you can, and then tomorrow you do the same. And so that's something that I'm constantly reminding myself because, it can get overwhelming thinking I should have done a lot more and just feeling like, I didn't do enough. That's one thing that I am being just want to be transparent and I'm working on. And it's just so easy to fall into that trap. So for right now, here, me and the kids, we are in the kitchen. We are making the biscuits or the dinner rolls, I should say. These dinner rolls are so good. They're absolutely so delicious and so easy to make. In a future video, I will show you guys how to make these and you guys will really enjoy them. They just are delicious and are very quick to make too. So like I mentioned, there's always so much to learn, and being that I have a whole entire list of things that I want to learn, like I thrive off of learning. I always love to learn something new, to add something new to my skills, and that's just what I really enjoy doing. But it can quickly become overwhelming, not only because it's like taking up more brain capacity and, just having to figure things out and, just to learn it on top of everything else that I have to do. But I just enjoy doing it. I don't want that ever, to happen, to get so overwhelmed. I just go at my own pace because don't want to get discouraged. When you're learning something, you don't want to get discouraged. You just learn at your own pace. And I find that a lot of things, like for instance, like with sourdough, it seems so overwhelming. It seems so just like so much brain overload, so much information, but all of a sudden like things start clicking, and like it's okay to it's better actually to just go ahead and try whatever it is that you're trying to do. But as long as you're failing forward, you will get better and things will make more sense each and every time. So don't ever give up on yourself and something that you want to learn, your dreams or goals. And one thing that I have always reminded myself is that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If you have a goal and a dream within your heart and God has put that there within you and you want to serve others and serve God through serving others, God will help you. He will give you that ability to be able to do that, and it'll all come together within time. Just be patient with yourself. I'm reminding myself that as well. Be patient with yourself. That is the most greatest gift that you can give yourself and give to others as well. Because when you are frustrated, it is so much more easier to get frustrated with someone else. Well, I hope you found this video inspirational, motivational, and that you got something done within watching this video. And even if you weren't able to get anything done, just being able to be at peace and resting and listening to something positive within your heart, within your mind, and taking it in within your spirit, that alone is also very important. It is very important for us to also learn how to be quiet and be still, to be still before God, to be still and to know that He is God. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you consider subscribing, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully within the next week. Thank you, and God bless.